When modern day India talks about Volkswagen, it talks about the Polo, the Vento, its modern day cars. What modern day India does not talk about is the rich and storied heritage that India shares with Volkswagen. India's relationship, and in particular Goa's relationship with Volkswagen, stretches back decades, and that is what we're here to celebrate at VolksWeekend 2018.
Volkswagen started being imported initially by the Portuguese Marines who were stationed here. And then local started importing it, set up dealerships initially through Portugal. And later, the cars that came in were typically personal imports or diplomatic imports into the country.
You know, the de facto location was Goa. Firstly, because it's a great location to have any car event. Then also because Goa was, the capital of Volkswagen cars, literally in the 1960s, and when you could still import any car into the country in Goa.
In what is likely to come as a surprise to most people, India is home to a fascinating collection of classic Volkswagens. And it's not just a healthy population of Beetles. The lineup at VolksWeekend included a delightful mix of VW models from different eras. Many of them would have been lost with time, but one gentleman from Goa made sure that didn't happen.
Soon after we saw that car, we were one of the few first to book one for us. My father decided to buy one. And we got the car, and I used to pick up Beetles which were lying as scrap, put them in the trucks, bring them to Goa, restore them and sell them. Because the attachment of the car, I don't know, I was totally in love with the Beetle from the day I saw it when I was 6.
When we put the group together, it was to unite Volkswagen lovers, enthusiasts from across the country. And it was to sort of spread knowledge about Volkswagens, how to restore them, preserve them, how to get parts.
Organized by the Volks India Group in partnership with Autocar India, VolksWeekend is a platform for classic Volkswagen owners in India to come together and share their passion for their prized possessions. And that passion was on display as participants drove in their cars from all parts of the country for the event. The first day of VolksWeekend saw over 50 classic Volkswagens line up at the sprawling Emerald Lawns and Castle in the village of Para, North Goa. The day's highlight was the unveiling of classic car collector Vivek Goenka's 1952 Volkswagen Beetle. Having undergone a full restoration, this is the oldest known Beetle in the country and features a Philips underdash radio, a dash-mounted coffee maker, and even the uber-cool semaphore indicators.
As far as Beetles are concerned, I love them all. This one is special because it was the elusive Beetle. The split window, we've been searching and searching and searching. There were known to be 3 or 4 that went missing in India, and most of them are probably destroyed and don't survive. We don't know. We were lucky to find this one in very bad shape. We went about doing this meticulously, looking for spare parts. For 3 years we've been searching for spares. We've hunted every nook and cranny of planet Earth to find the right spares for it.
While there was no shortage of Beetles at VolksWeekend, making for a rare sight were 2 carbon gear models. One, a 1968 Type 14 Coupe, and the other, a rare 1967 Type 34 Coupe. The microbus contingent was well represented too, with a number of fine examples on display. The cars were flagged off for a rally that saw them traverse a picturesque stretch of road set amidst rice paddy fields. All along the route, locals and other road users waved at the convoy to convey their joy at the sight of these classics. On day 2, the convoy headed to Panjim, Goa's capital city, where the cars were on display at the Panjim Gymkhana for the general public to take in. Enthusiasts of all ages came in droves, and for a reason. Classic Volkswagens unite car lovers like few other cars can, a view echoed by the participants. each of whom has a unique story to tell.
These are my 4 VWs here. So I've had these cars for around 5 to 10 years and I like them equally. They're all like my family. You know, modern cars just did not fall out of the sky. It's all learned probably from lessons from this.
This car was brought by my father in 1959. Till now we have this car with us.
Motorsport has been a big part of our life for a long time. Very passionate about Volkswagens. This 1302S VW Beetle that we have with us has been with my family since the early 90s. We decided on what we wanted it to be as a car. And today it's what is our take on what is a German look Beetle, starting from the Porsche color that it has. It's got a slightly overboard engine, forged crank, big valve racing heads, and just to make driving a little bit more comfortable, it's got Recaro seats.
I have this car for the last 15 years and it's one of the cars which I love a lot. When I got it, it was in pieces. It took me about 3 years to assemble the car. Since my childhood, I really wanted to have one. And watching the Herbie movies and all that, anybody would want to have a Beetle.
This is not about cars, it's really about the people and the cars, right? It's about the shared memories with the cars. And I think that's coming out. We're hearing stories of the cars, it's fantastic.